Back to the 1,000 metres for race number 9. This is a Class 2 contest headed by Magic Legend. Takes the drop back to the 1,000 metre dash. Barrier 10 for him. Douglas White in the saddle. Shamal drops in trip as well. Adventurer, he's first up since October. California Fortune tries the 1,000 for the first time. Barrier 14 for him. Bravo Watchman up in class. Last start course and distance winner. My Alley makes his Hong Kong debut. Gunnison beaten favourite last time out. Got Fortune Bobo with a £10 off Victor Wong. Jing Jing Win and My Little Friend, who was behind, and a long way behind, Bravo Watchman last time out.
Bravo Watchman, Adventurer, Fortune Bobo with that claim for Victor. Very pacey. We know how pacey Shamal is. California Fortune's led all the way, so there's lots of speed here. My Alley, the former French-German galloper, might be run off his legs a little bit in the early stages.
This horse has got a bit of pace though. California Fortune, he's coming here for the 1,000 metres. This horse, and he's got barrier number 14. So Alvin Ong doing the work here, but Zach Purden will take over on race day. So his first go over 1,000. He's pretty fit, so he'll be primed up for this particular contest. Bravo Watchman unbeaten over the course and distance, 3 from 3. And he's just having some easy work leading into this. Joe Moreira stick with him. He's another one with a good draw too. 12. He's got barrier 12 of 14. Which is a good place to be. Gunnison's only a little chap. You can see him there on screen. He's not the biggest horse around, but unlucky at his last start though. Interesting now he's coming down the straight 1,000. Being a little horse doesn't take him too much to get fit.
Oh, all right, he was beaten favourite as well. We'll come back and have a look at that, I think, in a second. Let's start off though with Bravo Watchman trying to defend his unbeaten record. His trainer is Chris So.
Chris, you must have been pleased to see Bravo Watchman win last time. Do you think he's a better horse over the straight track?
I think it's seems like he's so far 1,000 looks like it's a lot better than 12. But honestly, I believe he can go further. And also this time because he won on the last time, we see the time and the way he win. It looks like he for this moment I think is more suit for him.
Leading into that race, that was his first run for 3 months. Was there any reason why you gave him a break in that time?
Yeah, because it's the horse is I suppose planning for the before last run we supposed planning for the in the Happy Valley race, but he got a fever at that moment. That's why I give him a break and then bring him back.
First time in Class 2 as well for Bravo Watchman. Chris, is he a horse who's still improving, still stepping up?
I think so, because he's a big horse, and also this time he's carried a low weight. I think everything is good for him. I'm not that worried, because it's Class 2. But the way it seems last run is quite impressed, in the last 100.
I said unbeaten as well leading into that. He's unbeaten over the trip, but his record overall is outstanding. He's never been worse than third.
No, he's a very smart horse, there's no doubt. And there's a high achievement bonus on offer should he be winning this race, so an extra $750,000. The same is, of course, for Gunnison and My Alley, who I think is going to struggle. But well placed here by Chris, very hard to beat.
Yeah, it looks hard to beat to me. I think Class 2 holds no fears for this horse. Comes in with a decent racing weight. So he's going to take all sorts of beating.
All right, we'll see if we can find one or maybe more that can. Starting off with this race, Super Fluke wins this race. This is 1,200 metres. California Fortune runs second. Gunnison, beaten favourite. No real luck. He runs in fourth with a couple of others.
Yeah, well, Fortune Bobo was up on the speed, and obviously he weakened down in the end, but he does come back to the 1,000, which is better for him, and he's got this claim for Victor Wong. He'll carry 105 pound. It'll make him dangerous. California Fortune still looks to have rating points in hand. I would have thought he's drawn perfectly.
It's just interesting him back to 1,000, but he's quite a speedy horse. As you mentioned, Zach Purden aboard from 14. You've got to take a second look at him, I think.
Yeah. There's more to come from him, I would have thought.
All right, Magic Legend. Now, he's competed at group level over 1,000 metres, but he's been up and down in trip, and he's been at Happy Valley as well.
Yeah, and I thought he'd be suited by Happy Valley. He got around the bend okay. He stayed on nicely enough. It was a bit of a funny run because he sort of ran in patches. California Whoop went past him there, and he looked like he was going to drop right out. But he did run on again once he got into that clear running. He does like the clear running. The 1,000 metres, he's won twice from his 5 starts down the straight 1,000. You can see what I mean about him running on there again. I'll give him another chance. I've got him in the numbers.
That's the second time they've broken 1-9 at the Valley this season in the last month, and it's been done very rare. So it's a good run from Magic Legend, and all things point to a good run here. Back in trip, good jockey record, good barrier. hard to leave him out.
Yeah, got a lot of weights, but he's a class act. Paul, who wins this then?
I think Bravo Watchman, what we said, I think he's been well placed. Class 2 holds no fears for him. He's 3 from 3 over the distance, of course. So he's on top to beat Magic Legend. I think can run well down the straight 1,000. California Fortune's a really fast horse as well, so the 1,000 will hold no fears for him. Very fit. And Jing Jing Win will give him a chance down the straight 1,000 as well. He can play up a little bit. He's a bit of a monkey, this horse, but he's got that raw ability. 7, 1, 4 and 13, and I'll be playing QQPs.
Yeah, and a straight 1,000 for Jing Jing Win might be good for him. Doesn't have to think too much, just jump and chase. He's got some talent. I went 7, 1, 4 as well. Bravo Watchman, Magic Legend, California Fortune. I threw in Fortune Bobo with the £10 off for Victor Wong. I just think it's going to bob up that situation. They just keep finding a little bit extra. But I did put in Jing Jing Win in my trio there, so I'm happy to double bank a 1 and 7 with 4, 12 and 13.
Jing Jing Win, $19, $5.10 a place. Be interested to see what he can do.
Playing the loyalty card again.
Back to 1,000 metres, just one more time.